friends, welcome back. I'm really excited about today's video. We're talking about the 5 high-end products that I'm breaking up with. The products that I'm talking about today are not specific by brand. I will be talking about some brands in this video and it does have a negative connotation, but it's not that I don't like these brands. It's just the products that I feel that I can make the conversion over to drugstore or to affordable and not feel like I'm missing out. That's where I'm coming from on this video, and I always like to do, sorry, I think I have a hair. I do like to do these kinds of videos just because I feel like there are some people who feel like they totally need to spend money on some of these things that really don't, because you're still going to be getting really good products for a lesser amount of money. So before we get into it, if you're new here, hi, my name is Amber. I am a former hairdresser turned beauty blogger trying to raise my channel from the dead. Please give this channel a like, and if you find any value in my content, please write a comment below and hit subscribe, and let's get into it. Are you guys digging the top knot? This is I have too much hair and I don't know what to do with it, and it looks like I have a little hat on my head. It's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Tiny little hat. So I'm gonna have some Diet Coke before we get started here. I know Diet Coke is terrible for you, but I'm so addicted. I do not do drugs. I do not drink alcohol. I love food, but Diet Coke is like my only vice. For real. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first products that I decided that I was going to break up with high-end versions of were brow products. I find that there are just as good, if not better, than their high-end counterpart. The ones that I'm talking about today, you have seen on my channel so many times before if you've been around for a little while. What I am talking about is the Wet n Wild Retractable Pencil. It's got a retractable edge. It's honestly so good. I use this every single day, and I mean, for its counterpart, I believe it is $23 for the retractable from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Looks exactly like this, and it's a triangular brow pencil. I'd rather spend the $5 for this one than spend $23 on the high-end brow products. Anastasia or ABH, I'm just gonna say ABH from now on. So the ABH Brow Wiz was another one that was highly sought after when it first came out. That's how the brand was built. Again, there are so many dupes for that brow pencil out now. So what I'm talking about is the Collab Shape and Shade pencil, the ultra thin pencil, or the micro brow pencil from NYX. I just don't find it necessary to buy the ABH one, so these are the ones that I buy instead, and they work just as good. Also, the Gimme Brow from Benefit, I don't buy that anymore because I found 2 that are wonderful. I only have one today to show you, but I will post it up here so that you guys can see it. The e.l.f. Wow Brow is another one that I buy instead of the ABH, and then this one from Essence, the Make Me Brow. I love these. I have them in all sorts of different colors just because my eyebrows do change color as my hair changes color, a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. I kind of just play around with these. These ones are a little bit more liquidy than the e.l.f. one, so if you like a little bit more of a drier texture, that one's probably going to be more beneficial for you. The wands on these are really tiny and I love them. I think that they just work really well, and they do have fibers in them, so they kind of fluff up your brows too. Honestly, I just will not spend the money. It doesn't matter what company makes them. I'd rather just buy my Essence or my e.l.f. and I'm good to go. So let's move on to the next product. So let's just go down the list and go down the face. So the next thing that I refuse to buy high-end anymore is mascara. And I know this is going to trigger some people because people love their mascaras, like, let's be real. And honestly, with the Sephora sale coming up, I did buy just, I think, 1 or 2 minis of different mascaras that I normally would never buy, only because of the brush. It was not because of the formula or anything else. The brush really intrigued me, and obviously I will be doing a review on that once all my stuff comes in. Honestly, I think in the last video we also talked about this, was a Better Than Sex mascara. I do prefer the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. The brushes are exactly the same. This is Better Than Sex, but this one is waterproof. So I'm gonna show you the brushes. They are identical. The brushes are so close, and honestly, like, there's just no reason to buy high-end mascaras, I don't think. This one is the Extreme Lash Mascara from Hourglass. I refuse to buy this one anymore, and it was so clumpy, and it's just not worth the money. And then this one is from Marc Jacobs. People swear by this one, but again, it dried out so fast. It's not worth it. And I go through them so fast, and they do dry within, what, 3 months? I mean, they're gonna be clumpy and nasty and just gross. So I rather buy my L'Oreal. Also, Maybelline's Full and Soft Mascara. That's another one that's just a go-to for me. And then the Telescopic from L'Oreal, I believe it is too. Those ones are staples in my collection because I go through them so quickly, and I like to buy browns and blacks because it just depends on the season. For summertime, I usually go a little bit lighter on the mascara, so I go more for a brown. During winter, I'm usually more using black mascaras. A lot of people will obviously say that they love these high-end mascaras, and that's completely fine. If you want to spend your money on something that's tried and true in your collection and it always works for you, go for it. For me, I'd rather go for something that's going to be a little bit more on the affordable side so I can spend money on the high-end eyeshadow palette or something like that. But let me tell you, if you're really concerned about lengthening or separation with the brush, what I would recommend is buying one of these. I got this from Ulta, I believe, and it was like $6 or $7. But let me tell you, this separates my lashes even when I have falsies on, and this thing works so well. I would highly recommend this if you're looking to separate your lashes, and it doesn't disturb the actual mascara. It keeps the mascara on. Yes, it does get a little bit dirty, but honestly, this thing works so well, and I used it today on my lashes. I don't have any falsies on at all. I used my L'Oreal and this, and that's it. And honestly, I love it so much. I would rather just buy my tried and trues than spend the money on a $30 mascara. I just won't do it. I have been burned too many times. So the next product on the list is eyeliners. I refuse to buy high-end eyeliners at all anymore. And the reason being is that the high-end eyeliners, a lot of them smudge in the waterline and get everywhere. And you could say that about any eyeliner, but if I'm gonna pay $25 or $20 or $30 or whatever it is on an eyeliner, I really wanna make sure that that eyeliner is going to work and it's going to stay put. And I'm talking about like draw-on eyeliners, not liquid eyeliners. That's a whole nother category that we're not going to get into, but what I'm talking about are the kohl eyeliners. I have ones here from Urban Decay and Stila, and honestly, their counterparts, Essence and NYX, as well as ColourPop, are much better and way more affordable. And quite honestly, the ones from Stila, what is this one? This one is the Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner. I put it in my waterline and it goes everywhere. It's supposed to be waterproof. It's not. The Glide On Eye Pencil from Urban Decay, they're okay. I just feel like they don't have as much pigment as I would hope for. And the ones that I have from Essence are really good. They tend to stay in place, and they are the mechanical kind. I'll show you here. My one from Stila, and so this is a Stila one and this is Essence, and they look identical. They look exactly the same, and they do exactly the same thing. And quite honestly, I can't tell a difference when it comes to the formula, and I'd rather spend the money on an Essence one than spend the money on a Stila one that's like 25 bucks. Also, the 24-hour eye pencil from Urban Decay, and this one is from NYX. So this one's NYX, this is Urban Decay. They're exactly the same thing. I find that the NYX one actually performs better and holds its shape better. When you sharpen it, it tends to move around and it loses its shape and stuff. So I'd rather go with the NYX because it's less expensive and it stays in place. These ones from ColourPop are just as good, if not better. I find that these guys work just as well, and I actually like these better because they are mechanical. And then the Kylie ones too. The Kylie ones and the ColourPop ones I think are made in the same factory, or were at one point made in the same factory, and they're exactly the same product. Since we're talking about pencils, let's talk about the next product, and that is lip pencils. I refuse to buy high-end lip pencils. I just can't bring myself to do it. I probably won't spend more than $8 or $9 is kind of my max when it comes to lip pencils. I know that there are so many high-end beautiful colors like Charlotte Tilbury and ones from Makeup by Mario, and they're like 20, 25 bucks for a pencil. I'm like, no, I just won't do it. And honestly, the ones that I have here are exactly the same. Again, like Kylie Cosmetics were manufactured in the same factory, so I just rather go for the ColourPop ones because they're so creamy, they're so light, they have a ton of pigment. It's a no-brainer for me. And then obviously if you're looking for a drugstore option that you can't get your hands on ColourPop or you don't want to order online and wait for the package, the NYX kohl pencils or the suede ones that just came out are fantastic. The NYX lip pencils remind me very much of the lip pencils from MAC, but they're more creamy. NYX has these pencils for $4 a piece and they have 45 or 50 different colors. Honestly, there's no contest. I just rather buy ColourPop or NYX. Also, LA Colors came out of nowhere for me and they have a wide array of different colors and their pencils range from I think $3 to $6 or $7 and I go through them so quickly and I use them all the time. It's better for me personally to use those. With my lips today, I used the London pencil from NYX and then I used a lifter gloss in amber. Funny enough, we're getting acquainted. And honestly, it looks so good. And the London pencil is a direct dupe for MAC's Strip Down. And this is the lip color that I usually wear on the regular anyway. So I'd rather use the cheaper version. No one will ever know. Let's go on to the last and final product that I'm breaking up with. And again, people are gonna come for me for this. I already know it because of the fact that I'm making a very bold statement. And I understand how people feel about their lip products. I get it. But for me personally, and my wallet, and my money, and my channel, and my subscribers, really, I'd rather give you guys an affordable option than push high-end products on you that you probably don't need. I will not buy high-end glosses anymore. I refuse to. There are way too many really, really good glosses on the market on the affordable side that there is no need to buy high-end glosses. I have this gloss from Dior, okay? This one is a lip maximizer and it has hyaluronic acid. Okay, the lifter glosses from Maybelline do the exact same thing. This is not a color dupe by any stretch of the imagination, but they do the same thing. They wear the same, they look the same, they come off the same when you're eating your food. Honestly, they do the exact same thing. And they're very similar in size, product size, and the amount of product that you get, and they're claiming to do the exact same thing, and they both have hyaluronic acid. I refuse to buy. This was a gift that I got, but I refuse to buy any high-end glosses. Will not do it. The other option that I really love that is on the market, that if you don't like plumping lip glosses, is the glosses from ColourPop are really good. I swear this is not sponsored by them by any means. I don't even know who I am. I just love their products. And the NYX, again, the NYX butter glosses, I love these. These are wonderful. They're little and they've got a million different colors. So the other one that I really like from the drugstore is Flower Beauty. And if you're looking for a different alternative to the lifter glosses from Maybelline, Hard Candy has a plumping serum volumizing lip gloss. These guys are wonderful too. I love them. I have them in every color. They don't have a ton of pigmentation, so if you like something that's going to be like a really nice gloss topper but won't ruin your lip liner or whatever, these guys are wonderful too. If you're looking for more pigmentation, I would say the lifter glosses have definitely more pigmentation to them than these guys, but these guys are great toppers. So I have broken up with lip glosses and I am sorry. So those are the 5 products I have broken up with when it comes to high-end products. I just will not buy them anymore. And again, I know you guys are gonna come for me and that's okay. I really, really hope that we can have a spirited conversation about this in the comments. And everybody be fair and nice, please, because there's so much hate in the world. Why are we gonna fight over makeup? Honestly, everybody's preferences are so different and I just feel like we should all love each other even though we have different preferences. Preferences? Prefaces. I swear to God, I can't speak. Anyways, preferences. There you go. If you guys want to see another video like this, but maybe 5 high-end products I will splurge on or anything like that, you'd let me know. If you haven't seen Saturday's video, I will link it down below for you, or you can watch it right here, talking about all of the affordable dupes I found when we tried on some brand new gems from the drugstore. If you guys have anything that you want to see, please leave it in the comments. I love responding to you guys. I'm very active in my community tab too, so I ask you guys questions about content and what you want to see. You let me know. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.